This video is the Longevity Project, part 2. That includes the paradigm shift and a little bit about my story. For most of our lives, we've been taught to think about aging in a very particular way. We get older, we get weaker, we lose our balance, we become less mobile, and eventually we lose our independence. We've been led to believe that this is simply what happens when you grow old. But what if that's not true? What if that belief is wrong, or at least incomplete? What's some of the decline not caused by age alone? What if it's partly caused by gradually doing less activity? That's the paradigm shift behind the Longevity Project. A paradigm shift is simply a new way of looking at something. The old way of thinking says, I'm getting older, so I should slow down, I should do less. The new way of thinking says, I'm getting older, so it is more important than ever that I keep moving. That doesn't mean pretending we're 25 years old. It doesn't mean ignoring medical advice, conditions, injuries, or physical limitations we might have. It means understanding that our bodies continue to respond to movement and exercise throughout our lives. We can still work on our strength. We can still improve our balance. We can still maintain our mobility and our endurance. And these abilities help protect something that becomes increasingly valuable as we age, our independence. That's the ability to live on our own, in our own home, and to take care of ourselves and not be a burden on anyone else, especially our own families. My paradigm shift began when I realized that believing I was in control was not the same as knowing what I needed to control. I identified two particular areas that I wanted to understand more of: exercise and nutrition. Now, as I learned, it didn't take long to discover that this knowledge gave me something far more practical. That's the ability to take control of my lifestyle. Remember, a paradigm shift is when new information changes the way we see or understand something. What I learned had a profound effect on my approach to moving my own body, the way we looked at what we eat, and to look at what we would avoid eating. My story is pretty simple. I'm Ron LaFernie. I'm 79 years old, just about to start my 9th decade. I'm not a doctor, nor a physiotherapist, nor a professional athlete. What I have is lived experience. 79 years of it. I'm a senior who has experienced some serious health challenges. I've had open heart surgery, a stroke, and cancer. Like many people my age, I've had moments when I could easily have decided to slow down, just do less, stop challenging myself. But I made a different decision. I thought I was in control of my life, but I realized I didn't even know what I should control or what I could control. My paradigm shift happened as I learned that if my lifestyle did not control my body, then my body would control my lifestyle. This wasn't a single enlightened moment. It happened over many months. I didn't even know what my lifestyle really meant when I started. It quickly became obvious to me that the two most important parts of my lifestyle were movement and nutrition. Our bodies are meant to move, and they need the right kind of fuel. I looked at those two items as tools that I could use. I wanted to learn about them, and learning, that became my focus. And I decided there was something I was going to do everything within my power to remain strong, capable, and independent. Independence, for seniors, remember, means the ability to live in our own home, on our own, take care of ourselves without being a burden on anyone else. Movement exercises became a very important part of that decision. It helped me recover physically, but it also changed how I thought about aging. I stopped seeing exercise as something people do simply to look better or to lose weight. I began seeing it as preparation for life, I exercise so that I can get out of a chair without struggling, climb stairs, continue to get down on the floor and back up again easily. I exercise so that I can carry groceries, travel, play with my dog, continue doing all the things that just make life enjoyable. Most importantly, I exercise because I want to protect my independence. Now let's talk about nutrition. This became very important because of part of that decision. I needed to learn to eat what's good for my body and to not eat what's bad for my body. Two tough decisions. The knowledge and use of these tools, both tools, provided amazing control. That's why I created the Longevity Project. It's not about living forever. It's about living better for as long as possible. In part 3, you will see the actual aging curve. See if you can figure out where you are on the curve. Then check out the Longevity Project. It's not about extreme workouts. It's not about comparing yourself with younger people. And it's not about being perfect. It's about identifying the abilities that matter most in everyday life and working on them consistently. If you're a senior and you want to maintain your independence, please join me at the Longevity Project. Take the at-home longevity test. It's free, it's at home, it's private, and 15 minutes. Check the link in the description below. Hope to see you again. If you like the video, please subscribe. You'll notice I don't ask you at the beginning. I never will. I think that's like a restaurant asking for a tip when you walk in the door, and I want you to hear what I have to say. And then subscribe if you like it, if it has some value.